go? I'm trying to think. Actually, you know what? Before we do
Holy
this,
shit.
let me see how this is gonna go. Let's see how this is gonna go. Hold on.
It's actually working.
If I get over 900, we're gonna do fine. Okay, here we go.
Yo, he always plays this game on stream. Where did he find out about this game, this rhythm game? Where did he find out about this rhythm game? Is why does he always play it?
Oh no. Alright, that's a bad omen, boys.
I wonder, what's the game called? Got Rhythm? I wonder how I'll do. Got Rhythm. Is this it? Oh, this is it right here. Should I try it, chat? Should we see how I do? Let's see. First timer, chat. How do we do on Got Rhythm? Let's try it. Here we go. You guys ready? Chat? You ready to see how I do? Let me get some ones in the chat if you guys are ready to see how I do. I don't think I have any rhythm, by the way, so I guess we're going to find out. Okay. Here we go. Not bad for a first timer, chat. Not bad for a first timer. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Should we try one more before we continue? Should we try one more before we continue, chat? That's actually kind of fun. That's actually kind of fun. What do you guys think? One more before we continue? Let's see if we can do better.
Power cell portals.
Do it? Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Should work now. Activated the portal.
Hey, we did better! Let's go! Let's fucking go. By the way, now, thank you for the membership, and also thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. I appreciate it. Why are they not adding to the member skull, though? That's weird. I don't know why they're not adding to the member skull. Is, like, Streamlabs just, like, goofing up and not, like, member alerts right now? Because they're not even showing up in my Streamlabs list. It's weird. Okay. I'm not sure what's up with that, but thank you for the gifted memberships. I do appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okay, let's continue. That was a fun little distraction.
Alright, well, at all that, we'll know why now. This situation actually really sucks. Generally, we're going to go back. Let me take you back a few months.
Out of my way.
Generally, when I meet people online, there is very limited interaction that I have at such a level to where if I couldn't cut a person.
Hey, Psych, I don't see you in chat very often these days. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, let's get some 07s in the chat. Let's get a round of applause for Sosa King for those very generous donations. Gifted members, rather.
Smoke weed every day.
First of all, I don't care. It's incredibly rare. There's like 3 people in my life who would affect me. But after a few months ago, I had a tumultuous interpersonal thing that happened.
Yeah, Streamlabs must be having a problem with members because they're not playing any member alerts right now. Holy shit. I don't know what's up with that. It's really fucking weird.
And I was like, okay, well, here's like a lesson I think that I've learned for myself. I'm going to reach out and talk to more people offline to try to have more like human friendly-ish type relationships. Because that's what human beings do. Maybe it'd be good for me. And one of those people was our good friend Max. And another one of those people, before she became a streamer, was Lav.
Dude, this Lav bitch is crazy, dude. She's fucking crazy. I've been seeing her like on various different like stream panels lately, just popping the fuck off. I think the weirdest thing I saw was, or not really the weirdest thing, but it's a funny thing. It's a clip that's circulating around the socials. Let me see if I can find it. There's a clip of her going full alinity and tossing her cat. And I know some people are saying like, hey, this isn't that big of a deal. It's not going to hurt the cat or whatever. And fair enough, fair enough. Doesn't mean it's appropriate that you should do it just because it's not going to hurt the cat. But still, let me see if I can find this fucking clip. I know I retweeted it somewhere. Oh, here it is. Let me bring this up for you guys. Chat. Pretty wild shit. Yeah, this lab bitch is fucking insane. There we go. Here's the clip. Watch this.
Said the sunken place. You don't rewrite
Jesus
every.
Christ.
I've also said the sunken place. You don't rewrite every. I have also said the.
I like how somebody edited the audio where it sounds like a crash in the fucking background. Obviously, it wasn't really that loud, but holy shit.
Sunken place. You don't rewrite.
Jesus, bro. But, like, real talk, like, obviously that's not gonna hurt the cat, but still, it doesn't mean you should do that, you know what I mean? Doesn't mean you should do that. Anyway.
Spoke with her like a few months ago. She wasn't really into the whole streaming thing, so I didn't really think much of it. It's like, oh, random person I've spoken to before, whatever. And, yeah. Yikes. Where do we even begin? What happened? Am I crazy to think that...
Yo! Rapid Fire Zero says they got a 931 on Got Rhythm. Nice!
Lav has hope. So, here's the issue. Don't have perfect transparency. Okay.
Oh my god. Jasmine in the chat says, no, that noise was actually the cat exploding.
Normally make... So here's something that I've learned in my life, okay? One of the reasons why I think I am quite intelligent and quite good at dealing with people generally, because I'm usually pretty humble about the extent of my knowledge on a person. So, like, I might say or think that I have a person, like, 90% figured out, but I'll really only act at, like, 50%, because, like, truly you don't know. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I've mind-read you completely, I figured you out 100%, blah, blah, blah. Usually I get an inkling, ask more questions, interact with somebody more. If somebody would ever ask me, and I've said this a lot on stream before, if somebody asks me, how do you know if you truly know a person? How long do you need? Like, I can do it in 10 minutes, and some people can do it in hours. Usually what I say is, well, if I've gone through, like, a really big situation with somebody, and they could have fucked me over, then I'll know, like, what that person's like. That's generally, like, my approach. Like,
God damn. Adrian in the chat is like, throw that bitch and let's see how she likes it.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I usually wait to see till big situations happen, and then I kind of get like a handle on what people truly are like. So that being said, generally when I'm like reading people on stream, I'm usually pretty reserved in what I'm saying. I usually don't give like all of my thoughts on those people.
Yeah, Streamlabs is fucking up, and they're not playing any member alerts for some reason. It's so fucking weird. I don't know why that's happening. Fucking Streamlabs, my dudes! Holy shit.
Just because I don't know 100%, and because just whatever.
Well, Niall donated the membership goal. He donated 10 members. So we even though it's not filling up there, we met the membership goal. Actually, you know what? I can update it myself. We can update it ourselves here. Here we go. Let's do a manual update of it. Let's see. There we go. There we go. See, we met the goal. Yikes. Freaking Streamlabs.
But I'm going to be a little bit more candid with my impressions now. I don't actually think that Lav or Anna or Shaylin are that much in the wrong. I think that Max is actually like a full-on narcissistic manipulator who's abusive to every single person in his orbit. Probably worse than any other person I've ever seen.
God.
I kind of got that inkling over the Shaylin videos, but truthfully, I'm willing to extend, like, well, maybe there's stuff I'm not seeing, maybe there's something I don't understand, yeah, you know, like, maybe there's something going on behind the scenes or whatever, so I'm, like, willing to wait for data to come in, but especially watching him interact with Lav on his stream, and then seeing how Lav has changed her disposition, and then seeing the types of messages that Anna sends me now, and then hearing about what Shaylin is saying on Chud Logic's stream, Now I understand way more. Like,
yo, that interview that Shaylin is Mr. Girl's girlfriend. That interview's fucking weird. If you have not seen that interview yet, that interview is fucking weird, dude. I would love to react to that one at some point, but holy shit, that was like 3 hours long. That would be like another two-parter if we did that.
Like, what's going on? That Max has a certain impression. He's able to emotionally abuse or gaslight or manipulate people around him into feeling.
Megadeth says, I feel so bad for her, I really do. Yeah, whether she realizes it or not, it very much seems like she's in an abusive relationship, and I don't think she realizes that she is. You know? Maybe he's not physically abusive in the sense that he, like, beats her and shit, but, they have a very weird sexual dynamic in their relationship based on comments that have been made public. Like, he wants her to behave like a sex doll and just, like, lay there and do nothing while he has this way with her. Which, I mean, if it's a kink that she's in on, okay, fine, whatever.
Oh my god.
But based on the conversation they had in a video that he uploaded to the channel, it doesn't really seem like she's into it. It's bizarre. And I don't know, just overall the way their relationship is, it's very...
I'm tired of this part already.
So...
That's funny.
I don't know, dude. Like, it's fucking weird. When she started talking about plastic surgery, I was starting to get low-key triggered. Damn. Yeah, I haven't heard the whole interview yet. I've only heard a little bit of it, but what I've heard so far is very, very alarming, to say the least.
Feeling a certain way, and he draws them in such an unbelievably effective way that he can get them to feel.
Marie Woods in the chat says she came out of an abusive relationship and went into one with Mr. Girl. Yikes. Yeah, not sure that's... I don't think that's a good thing. Holy shit.
Feel almost whatever he wants them to. And I think that he's done that now with people in his immediate orbit. So, where do we go? It didn't work on you, though. Well, because obviously I'm not manipulatable. Not like that, okay?
Remember when he said he doesn't hit his partner anymore? I was like, punch emoji. Yeah, that was really weird. I don't hit her anymore. Bro, like, what the fuck is that supposed to... Jesus. Dude, can you believe Mr. Girl does porn? Who wants to watch that weirdo? Fuck you. While I was looking for... It's funny you say that, because while I was looking for an image for this thumbnail, I literally just searched Mr. Girl, and I didn't see the video, but I saw a screenshot of the video where he was jerking off, and the camera was pointed up, so you're looking... Like, the camera's looking at his taint. So, that was interesting.
I don't know how I get down there. I literally do not know how to fucking
pornographic
get down to
content.
that motherfucking god.
Never wanted to see that shit, though.
Dude.
But courtesy of Google
Holy
image search
fuck.
results, which apparently were unfiltered
Guess
in
I
that
gotta
regard,
fucking look
I
at
got
it,
to see
too.
Mr. Girl jerking off from the perspective of looking up at his taint.
Jesus
Lovely.
Christ.
I'm trying to think of the order I want to do this in. Let me put together what I think Max's mind looks like. Okay? This is what I think. I think that Max is extremely narcissistic. And when I say narcissistic, what...
Yeah, chat, it was not a pretty sight, chat. It wasn't... Steffi in the chat says, I love that for you. Okay. It was not a pretty sight. I will say this, as someone who is a coon... Oh my god, Psych Draws is like, link? You can Google that shit yourself. I'm not sending you the fucking link. I will say this, though, as somebody who has openly admitted to being a coomer, and people have told me to stop being a coomer, seeing that image did a very good job of helping me to...
Stop being horny.
Yeah, I was definitely not horny when I saw that.
What I mean by that is, I don't know if Max can...
If I was rocking a chub, it would have fucking insta-killed it.
...be wrong about anything. I don't know if he ever sees himself as being in the wrong. I think that if something happens and it is wrong, it's because other people either don't understand or other people are trying to abuse him. Other people are making mistakes that just puts them outside of the ability to understand what's going on.
Wait, Psych, you have to be trolling. Did you actually watch his porn? Why would you do that, Psych? You're more of a degen than you let on, okay? What the fuck? No, all jokes aside, I think you might have actually mentioned that to me before.
Hang on.
I could be wrong, but I think it was you.
Head of his head. I've noticed this conversationally when he talks to people.
Of course Leia something watched it.
Stop being horny.
What the fuck is happening?
He seems unwilling to ever back off a read he has on somebody. And I've noticed this when it comes to
Sykes, like, I was curious.
Interpersonal drama, this stuff with Lex Friedman, or that professor that he blew up on his stream, or that he blew up on Twitter. It seems like he can't ever take any kind of feedback there.
Sykes is hairy, man. Based on the image I saw today, yeah, he is a very hairy dude.
I hate this
He's like
part
Austin
with a
Powers
burning
levels
passion.
Do I make you horny, baby?
I don't know why they
I've
make
noticed
random
in,
shit so extreme
sometimes.
sometimes.
Professionally?
Nuclear Winter
But
says
that's
he needs
life,
Manscaped.
right?
No, he needs a fucking weed whacker, goddammit.
Happens interpersonally, happens during conversations. We're gonna get to me. That where anytime something negative happens, it's always some other person's fault. It's always like another person that's making these mistakes.
Just look it up, maggot. You know you want to.
So, I think the scary thing is that
Apparently it's on Pornhub. I don't know, but that's where I've heard it's at.
in Max's mind, Max is the hero of his own world, and nothing can get in the way of that. Like, if he's on a mission, if he's on a crusade, he has to, like, he's the only one that can, like, be tasked with figuring things out. And if you misunderstand, you just have to talk to, like, his most loyal fans. They'll tell you, you're not smart enough to
What
understand
the
if you don't.
fuck? Oh my god. Spike really has watched this. Syke says there's an awkward scene where a woman brings, like, groceries, and he's just in his chair, stroking his dick. It's so uncomfortable. Is that his girlfriend, the one that did the interview with Chud? Oh my god.
Otherwise, right? So,
Stop being horny.
damn. I'm trying to think of how much I can even say. A few days ago, I started to get a whole bunch of messages from people.
Papa got fat. Tip of my
Saying-
dickster.
I'm not gonna say who, but it's been a lot of people that have been reaching out to me saying that Max has been contacting every single woman I've ever had in my Discord in the background, and a whole bunch of men trying to get lists of women that I've ever spoken to. And in his
What the fuck, dude? Hold on. Let's replay that again. Hold on.
like be tasked with figuring things out. Like, if you misunderstand, you just have to talk to like his most loyal fans. They'll tell you you're not smart enough to understand if you don't otherwise, right? So, damn, I'm trying to think of how much I can even say. A few days ago, I started to get a whole bunch of messages from people saying that, I'm not gonna say who, but it's been a lot of people that have been reaching out to me saying that Max has been contacting every single woman I've ever had in my Discord in the background, and a whole bunch of men trying to get lists of women that I've ever spoken to.
In the laboratory.
Bro, what the... You know who this sounds like? I'm not going to name them because we literally decided we're done with this person, but I'm sure a lot of people in the chat can figure this out. This feels like a certain someone that we just dealt with drama in our community, where this person was reaching out to a bunch of, like, friends and fans of mine, more particularly female friends and fans of mine, to try and get dirt on me or to try and, like, dig into their, like, personal lives and shit. What is up with people doing this shit? This is the most bizarre thing ever. Like, who does this kind of shit and thinks that this is normal fucking behavior? Like, I'm sorry, this is not fucking normal. If you think doing this kind of thing is fucking normal, you need to get your goddamn head examined. Like, real talk.
And in his mind, he's built up this idea that I have essentially the following fetish. That I approach a woman, I float the idea of her being on my stream, if she f***s me, I f*** the woman, then I bring her on stream and I have my entire fan base attack her because I get off on that. And then
That don't even make any sense because Destiny's been pretty public about some of his sexual partners. And, like, some of his prior sexual partners he's had very good relationships with and still does. Some of them, they don't get along anymore. But, like, because he's had a handful of bad experiences with some of his sexual partners, how does that even, like, seem to indicate that he has a fetish for inviting people on his stream, women on his stream, fucking them, and then using his audience as attack dogs against them? Because there's been a few bad experiences with some of the women. That means he treats all women that way? Like, it doesn't make sense.
and I run her out of my community. And I think he's built almost this entire narrative off of mining Anna, the Anna, personally, for stories and information. I don't know when they started talking, but I think that he's really good at talking to people and building them up in the ways that they want to be built up.
Cyclones in the chat, if they want to steal his wife and Mr. Girl's girlfriend, I'll fix them both.
Stop being horny.
I'm gonna come.
So that he can get the information from them that they want to give him. And yeah, him and Anna have been talking a lot in the background. He's got this archetype or narrative in his head for how I treat women on my stream. And he's also got Lav, who I guess Lav revealed that we hooked up. Now you know how.
Gonzalo in the chat says, y'all are going to fail No Nut November challenge. Dude, first of all, I don't participate in No Nut November challenge. I failed that fucking shit, and no, this is not a joke. This is not a meme. This is not a goof or a gaff. I failed No Nut November at 12:01 a.m. on November 1st.
And irritating it was every time she claimed that we defending woman because we hooked up with them, blah, 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 but I can't be public about the fact that we hooked up. So between him, Lav, and Anna, now he has in his head, he's built up this archetype in his head of this is what Steven does to people. I've got two women here who maybe feel abused or mistreated by his community. And then what he's doing is he's trying to find every other girl that I've spoken to see.
And not that anyone asked, but no, I was not helping myself. That was with Mrs. Tipster. Let's get a round of applause for that. I'm gripping! I'm wet!
To see if he could get like similar stories out of them. Now, I don't know how many women he's talked to so far, 10 or 20 or 30 or more. I know that he's been trying desperately to get in contact with people like Denims and Bad Bunny. I know that he's like messaged a ton of people asking for lists of women that I've spoken to. I know that when I found this,
Steviver says never understood No Nut November. Treat yourself. Yeah, I don't participate in No Nut November. In the Tipster household, we participate in non-stop November. All right.
I want to see how much of a mess my baby made. Now come.
So 2 days ago, I started going down my list of friends and right-clicking and doing the properties, and I suddenly started to notice that Mr. Girl was mutual friends with every single girl on my friends list that I've like ever spoken to. And I think what he's doing, and I can't prove this, I don't know, but if anybody wants to come forward to share, I think what he's doing is he's calling all of these people in the background, and I think that he's asking them through long conversations or trying to convince them that I'm doing something improper or wrong. This is...
Daisy Fuentes in the chat says, that's kind of lame. Sounds like we got an incel in the chat, folks. I think we got an incel in the chat.
You know I only tell the truth.
Extra frustrating for a few different reasons.
One side draws in the chat says she hates the Augie soundboard bit so much.
I want to see how much of a mess my baby made. Now come. I want to see how much of a mess my baby made. Now come. I want to see how much of a mess my baby made. Now come.
Oh.
One is because there are some people that Mr. Girl, I think, can only confront because of very personal, very private information that I've told him. So he's taken that information and he's basically used it to lie to other people.
Fuck this part and the fucking asshole.
Very rare that I share a secret with somebody. Don't have very many.
Oh, that's right. We're talking about Mr. Girl today, so we have to make very good use of the Mr. Girl one.
So that's one thing that's very irritating. And then two, because I think I was genuinely like a pretty good friend to Max and Lav, although I guess they don't feel that way because my subreddit shit on them for a while. But like, yeah, I'm not sure. I guess in the future, I need to write like strict rules for. I need to write strict rules for how people are going to interact with me on stream or something, because I guess if the subreddit is mean to them for a few days, they're going to lose their fucking minds. But
dude, that's so dumb. Like, so many of these people are like public figures, right? And it just seems like they don't know how to be like a public figure, right? Because like, here's the thing. As a public figure, whether you're a streamer or a YouTuber or whatever the fuck you are, people are going to shit on you sometimes. And let's be honest, it doesn't always feel good, right? But it's part of the fucking gig. Like, and what is up with people getting upset in these communities over comments being made by someone's fandom? Like, you know how many people I'm friends with that my community are not like big fans of? So like, I'll have these people on my streams or I'll interact with these people on social media and stuff, and maybe there's people within my, you know, fan community that do not like these people. But like most people, they don't get like super triggered over this sort of thing because they acknowledge that I'm not the one that's shitting on them. It's people within my fandom, right? Or people that within my viewer base. But there are some people that just because your fans or your viewers shit on them, then they make it as if like that's your problem, right? It's just so stupid. I don't understand it. It's very bizarre. Like, you're a public figure. How are you not equipped to handle a little bit of shit talking at your expense? Like, if you can't handle people talking shit about you, you need to get the fuck out. This is not... You're not cut out for this shit.
Yeah. That entire fucking stream with Erudite was fucking disgusting, where he's pushing you to share shit with him to prove that you love him. Yeah, it's pretty weird. But I think at the end of the day, I think that he's just, like, again, highly narcissistic, highly manipulative, and, yeah, that's kind of what...
As someone else says, this is so bizarre. Very true. This is so bizarre!
It's just what he does. How many different people did you confirm that he contacted? I'm not going to release numbers because I don't really want him to know what I know. Is he doing this because of the subreddit stuff? I don't really know what flipped the switch in his mind. Do you have any evidence or receipts?
It really does seem that way, that it's the subreddit thing. Like, people giving him a hard time on Destiny's subreddit. Like, that's what set him on. Like, what do you expect Destiny to do? Now, here, guys, don't talk shit about Mr. Girl in the subreddit, or we're going to have some serious problems. Like, I feel like most social media, like, influencers or creators or whatever the fuck you want to call them, they understand that, like, hey, if you tell a large community of people not to do something on the internet, it's only going to encourage them to do it more. You know, like, I remember a situation where I had a brief falling out with a friend. We've since patched things up. But I had a brief falling out with a friend. And during that brief falling out, which unfortunately happened very publicly, a lot of people on social media were shitting on this friend. And so while we weren't talking, they sent one of their friends to talk to me. And they're like, hey, you need to tell, like, your fans and your community to leave them alone because they just won't leave them alone. And I understand, as somebody who's been doing this content creation thing since 2006, you don't just tell people on the internet to stop doing mean things, because it's literally going to, like, oh, well, he's telling us not to do this, so I'm going to do it even more, right? You know, it's being a troll. And, you know, I guess some people just don't understand that. I guess people just don't get that. Whatever.
I have a ton of evidence and a ton of receipts, of course. I'm not going to go public with something like this with somebody that's shady without, obviously, having some idea what's actually going on in the background. I don't really want to quote any of these in particular.
Streisand effect, I guess it somewhat is like the Streisand. Well, the Streisand effect is more about trying to hide stuff on the internet and it being spread even more because you're trying to hide it. It's not really the same thing. It's more just like they're just being a troll because you're telling them not to do something. They want to be dicks and they'll do it even more because you're telling them not to do it, you know?
Particular because I don't want him to know who sent me stuff, but he's used phrases alluding to the fact that I, like, very carefully choose which women I want to victimize. He's repeated this pattern that, like, my goal is to abuse women.
That seems to be a big thing lately with people trying to say that dudes are, like, victimizing women. Or maybe I just feel a little bit biased because I recently had that accusation thrown at me that, you know, there's people in, like, my close-knit community that I'm supposedly, like, abusing them and manipulating them. But that seems like a common allegation right now. People just accusing people of, like, manipulating and controlling women or being, you know, emotionally abusive to women. What is up with that? Why is there such a rise in that? It seemed like 2 years ago it was the rise in, like, pedo allegations. Then a year ago it was the rise in sexual assault allegations. And now it's the abuse and manipulation allegations against women. That's, like, the thing for this year, I guess. I don't know.
By bringing them on stream and having my community make fun of them after I fucked them. You had Lav today alluding to the fact that I guess Harvey Weinstein...
Thank you.
Moteman94 made a train $1.99. Beer.
Thank you very much for that super chat. I do appreciate it. Yeah, it's playing... Streamlabs is playing the super chat alerts. It's just not playing the members ones. Very, very bizarre. Very, very bizarre. I don't know what's up with that. Hopefully they'll fix that.
Stream because I have sex with a lot of people that come through my community, which I mean I do. But
Jasmine in the chat says I'm victimized by my husband's love and joy he brings me. Aww, that's so sweet. Let's get a round of applause for Jasmine and her lovely relationship with her husband.
Do I make you horny, baby?
the way that I always kind of saw it going in my head is if anybody ever tried to Me Too me, all I would ever say to that person is like, hey, listen, oh, you think I was improper? Okay, well, leak all of our DMs. Or if you don't want to, I will leak our entire DM history. Because I always figure that, like, obviously, I usually have really candid conversations about, like, my expectations for people, like, sex.
Am I drinking a cold one tonight? No, I'm having a Starbucks, one of those Starbucks refreshers tonight. I usually get the strawberry one, and I add extra strawberries. I have had a little bit of dragon fruit to it, and then 2 pumps of peppermint. It's pretty banger. Try it out sometime. Not the strawberry lemonade one, by the way, just the regular strawberry refresher.
Or whatever. So like here, like for instance, these are messages that I sent back to Lab in August, okay? Early August. I don't know how many months ago that is. So like I'll literally say things like, oh hey, just because you've been on stream or whatnot, I know we've had some kind of sexual conversations in the past, but you being on my stream or the way that I interact with you never has anything to do with any of that kind of stuff. Just being clear on that. She says something, and I say, I'm just saying, don't feel like any of your interactions are contingent on anything like that. You're fine doing whatever. So you
Robert Myers says tipster, would you ever do the 1-chip challenge on stream? No. As somebody who has GERD, that would be bad. Like, I would be afraid I would die on that shit because of my GERD. Absolutely fucking not. If I didn't have GERD, absolutely. I would 100% do it. But as a GERD sufferer, no way. You would probably watch me end my life on that stream.
Thanks for the money, you fucking simp.
Maybe you want to watch me die, though.
Mega Train, $2.99.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you for that super sticker.
You feel like I'm keeping you around for anything related to sex, etc. Like, I usually have very, very, very explicit conversations with almost everybody about stuff like that.
Josephine says, what's the 1-chip challenge? That's the challenge where you eat that super hot fucking chip. What's GERD? It's G-E-R-D, not G-U-R-D. It stands for gastroesophageal reflux disease. Think of heartburn to the extreme. That's the best way to describe it.
Yes. I'll say it. I've said it a million times. If anybody out there, any woman ever feels like I'm being improper.
Just that in the chat says, I thought us Latinos like hot stuff. We do. But my body doesn't want me to eat hot stuff, unfortunately. I treat myself to hot stuff every once in a while, but yeah, the excessively hot stuff, I have to pass just because it would be bad.
Feel free to like show in DMs where I'm pressuring you or grooming you or doing any weird shit like that. Those DMs don't exist because it doesn't happen. The only thing that I'm a little bit worried about when it comes to Max is because he's so manipulative. The struggle that I have is that I think he probably could get like 2 or 3 girls like out of their head and like try to get them on stream. It's like, oh yeah, actually, you know, when I think about this kind of feels like really bad because this community made fun of me or some shit. And even if I have like really
I had it so bad last night that I woke up with a sore throat. I think I've had that problem. The biggest issue I have with GERD is depending on what I eat. Sometimes you get like one of the common symptoms that GERD sufferers experience is like throat tightness in their throat. And so I experience a lot of throat tightness in my throat, and it makes it kind of difficult to swallow and shit. That's the thing that I struggle with the most. Like the heartburn and shit like that, that's whatever. But like when I get that like throat tightness, oh, it's miserable. It's the most miserable sensation in the world.
Really good response. If I get like 3 or 4 girls in a row that all have these types of like emotional stories, it just makes me look bad no matter what. I will say that it's extra frustrating that Max is trying to do to me basically what Cherry and Stardust did to him, except on a much lesser level, where he like talks to people, hikes them.
Yeah, it does feel a lot like that. That's a good comparison, Destiny. I also see the comparison made that like it's kind of hypocritical the way he was like talking about what John did to Cammy, you know, John Swan, because he chimed in on that. He was like criticizing like what John Swan did to Cammy, which rightfully so. What John Swan did to Cammy was fucked up. But like he's kind of like doing something similar, you know, with the Anna thing, because apparently he was like really pressuring Anna to reveal like private things about her and Destiny's conversations, so he can use that as an first time I had GERD, I thought I was having a heart attack. Yo, when it's really bad, it does kind of feel like a heart attack. I get a lot of chest pain, and like the first few times I experienced that, I rushed myself to the ER, thinking I was having a heart attack, and no, it was the GERD. You're right, it does feel like that when you get the bloated chest pressure really bad. Oh god, it's the worst.
Tries to convince them that they were abused and then tries to get them out. I also think it's really gross that despite me and Anna's past shit, me and Anna have been like relatively chill, I think, for like the past year. I haven't had any complaints about her, no problems or whatever. Obviously, I think she did bench in the past, or she thinks I've been bench in the past. I haven't really had any problems with her for I don't know, for like a year or more. But Max has been talking.
Yeah, and they've had a few interactions on stream fairly recently where they were very civil and chill.
her a lot in the background now, and I noticed that she's starting to echo a lot of what Max has told her to me and to other people in DMs. So basically, her, Max, and Lav have been running around in DMs in the background, basically talking to a ton of people to try to see if there are people that I like sexually abuse or manipulate or anything like that. But
yeah, Sarbear, I fear. God damn, I can't speak today. I feel your pain, because that's exactly what I was. That's exactly what I was dealing with when I had it at the worst. Like I said, most of the time it manifests itself in the throat tightness, which makes it difficult to swallow, and also it like really tightens the throat muscles, so like they get sore after being that way for a while. But yeah, every once in a blue moon, I'll get that the chest pressure where you have trouble breathing and you have like really bad sharp chest pains and stuff. And yeah, it does feel like a heart attack. It freaks you out. That's especially like nerve-wracking for me, like a fat fuck like me, because you know, heart disease is a big problem for big guys like me, which is why I'm trying to lose weight. So yeah, when you're experiencing like the worst symptoms of GERD as a big guy, that's just fucking scary.
do you regret giving?
I remember tweeting out one time about it, like, because I was so thankful that it wasn't. I thought I was having a heart attack, and I thought I was going to die, and I was so grateful that it wasn't what I thought it was. I tweeted out about it. I was like, dude, I'm in the ER right now because I thought I was having a heart attack. It was the craziest thing ever.
Mr. Girl a career? I don't know. I'm actually really...
Although in hindsight, I will say it was like a really weird thing to tweet about, but at the time, I was just like so grateful, and I was fucking okay. It's very weird.
Surprised at this. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Max has so much to lose that I don't think I'll pull the plug on his site because I'm just not that kind of person. Although I think if I did, I don't think anybody would think that I was in the wrong to do so. Like, I can see his income. I see like everything he does on the back end of his site that is like running my shit. Like, I could have just pulled the plug on that. I don't know.
Yo, Niles, since it's not playing the alerts, thank you for the gifted subs, or membership rather. Thank you so much. Holy shit, you're a fucking legend. Let's get a round of applause for Niall in the chat, the gifted members. We go ahead and add those. I think we got one. Let's see. So that was another 10. Thank you. Holy shit.
I don't know why he would think it, like, then I guess he was just saying that, does that make me sound abusive? Like, I have no idea. I don't know what the expectations are. Something that I was going to go off on, related to the conservative shit is that I'm really, really, really tired, and this has, like, been wearing me down a lot for the past few months.
Yeah, like I said earlier, for those of you guys who are just coming into the stream, I'm going to be doing some members-only content. I'm probably going to do the first piece of members-only content either Saturday or Sunday morning this upcoming weekend. So be sure to tune into the members-only content, because I'm going to do a members-only stream. Be sure to tune into that. It's going to be Saturday or Sunday morning. Something like Coffee with Tipster or some shit like that. I don't know exactly what I'm going to call it, but it's going to be something like that. So since, Niall's giving so many memberships, he's very generous for doing that. Be sure to tune into the members-only content so that you'll have access to it now. Fucking A.
The reason why I have good conversations with people is because I have to try exceedingly hard to meet them where they're at, which is oftentimes years behind me in terms of emotional maturity. And it is a struggle, day in and day out, to baby walk people like Lav and Mr. Girl through conversations to show them, like, this is why everybody hates you, this is why you're contradicting yourself, this is why you're wrong here. And to be doing that at the same time that they're, like, constantly attacking me and shitting on me, when I'm applying, like, every fucking ounce of good faith and charitability I possibly can to these people, and then they're, like, turning around and, like, calling me an abuser.
Honestly, Greg, can you watch members-only content on mobile? I'm pretty sure you can.
Or saying that I'm this or that is very fucking frustrating to me. I'll probably go back to my bunker in a day or two, and I'll probably try to, like, reconsider the amount of charitability that I extend to people, because that's a huge burden. Are you afraid that he would leak your secret? I mean, like, he might. The thing that sucks is that, like, technically none of these leaks really hurt me. They just hurt other people who want to keep their business secret, which I'll always respect. If other people want to keep their business secret, I'm always cool with that. But I mean, I guess at this point, it's up to those two. It seem like they have no boundaries for any of that now. But yeah, the Mr. Girl Shaylin Lab stuff is incredibly creepy. I'm assuming that Shaylin is a victim of Max instead of assuming that she has any agency at all. That's just the assumption I have because she's so caught in his orbit. But the Max conversation with Lav was actually unbelievably fucking.
Even sex inconsistent. Oh, Mr. Girl calls in. Holy shit! Here we go. Mr. Actually, I think I saw a clip of this. Holy shit.
The Max conversation with Lav was actually unbelievably fucking...
You've been sexting consistently with Anna for a year.
Me and Anna don't have any problems. We're fine.
You have been sexting consistently with Anna for a year.
Max.
Everything...
Why is that his business? What does it fucking matter if, like, Destiny is, like, sexting with this girl, right? It's not anybody's business what somebody does in their private time, you know? Like, even if, like, you know, let's say it was me, right? Like, if I'm sexting with, you know, someone that's, like, I'm friendly with, like, that's, like, my business. That's my business between myself, the person I'm sexting with, and then, like, also my wife, right? Now, obviously, sometimes these things are made public, and, you know, then people talk about it, and it kind of is what it is. But realistically speaking, it's nobody's fucking business, you know? Why does he care so much who Destiny's sexting with? As long as it's consensual, and it's not, like, abusive in any way, why does it fucking matter? This is such a weird point. Something else, hipster, it's Deanna. Yeah, I know. We already went over that. Maybe you're just getting here, but yeah, we already went over that point.
Thing you say about her is a lie.
Max.
It doesn't matter, though. Like, they've since resolved their issues, so, like, who cares? I'll say this. Destiny's got a lot of balls to deal with that crazy woman and then go back to, like, sexting with her and shit. Like, I wouldn't do it, okay? Like, if I was fucking around with, like, some crazy girl and she ended up being, like, super crazy, I would never interact with her again. Not even on a friendly basis, okay? So I'll say this. He's got a lot of fucking balls to do that. But having said that, like, who cares? You know? He just wants Destiny to seem manipulative? Yeah. Jesus Christ. Niall, thank you for the additional 10 gifted members. I guess we gotta update the thing again. I have to manually update this thing because it's not fucking working. Jesus. So are we up to 32 now?
Scorched.
Let's see.
One of the crystals survived.
32.
Crystal from the megascope.
Jesus, dude, thank you so much. You fucking legend.
Doesn't know what to do with this.
What have I said about her that's a lie? Tell me.
That she stalked you.
She did stalk me.
That she locked... Okay, then why are you sexting with her still?
Yeah, that's true. She legitimately did stalk him and shit. But again, they've, like, worked this shit out now, and they're cool now, and Destiny, for whatever reason, has chosen to, like, start flirting and sexting with her again. Why does it matter to you, Mr. Girl? I think the problem with Mr. Girl is, like, he's so fucked in the head that he doesn't know how, like, normal human interactions work. So he's, like, confused, you know? Like, what's the matter with this guy? What is the matter with this guy?
We're cool. We've been cool for a year, Max.
Okay, so you acknowledge that you've been sexting with her for a year?
Yeah, we've had on and off, sure.
Consistently, this entire time?
I don't know, every single day, no. But Max, listen to me. Do you understand that we've been fine for a year?
When you say we've been fine, that includes that you've been sexting for a year?
Sure, yes.
Okay, so when you're saying that she is locking you in the basement of her mind, or that she's this traumatic stalker person who's your victim, you have all...
Oh, that last one was 20. Holy shit. Holy shit, thank you so much, dude. I didn't even realize that. Holy fuck. Okay, it's... Okay, then.
Look, Max, can you acknowledge that I haven't said anything bad about her for a year? I've said we've been fine. I've said that over.
The last time I talked to you about her, like 2 weeks ago, or 16 days ago or something, you said that she locked you in the basement of her mind, and it was a traumatic experience for you.
Yeah, because a year or two ago, she spent 2 years non-stop talking about me no matter what I did. You understand that was a year ago. If you pull up clips on my stream, ever since I moved to Miami, I've always said, me and Anna are cool. It's chill. Like, she used to be, I would say, a stalker, or she used to be like, whatever, but we're cool. We've been fine for like a year, literally.
Okay, so the fact that you've been sexting with her is already absorbed into your narrative about this?
Do you think that... I don't understand why he cares. Jesus Christ, Niall, what are you doing? Thank you so... Holy shit. I gotta update it again. I'll get to the point where, like, I'm not gonna update it anymore, because he just keeps doing it. Thank you so much. Holy shit, my guy. Thank you.
Do you think that changes anything?
Yes, absolutely. I think it...
Okay, have I talked shit about her this past year?
Niall, I appreciate your generosity, I really do, but I think you were nice enough to me the other night. You don't have to keep throwing money at me, but it is appreciated. Thank you.
Last time I talked to you, you said that she locked you in the
basement. Locked me in the past. In the past, Max.
Oh, okay.
Why? Tell me, Max, why hasn't Anna come forward with any of this information now? Can you tell me, or do you want me to tell everybody why?
I don't want to speak on her behalf.
Okay, I will. It's because she said she literally wants to remain friends with me. And she said that. And I've had that conversation multiple times. Are you sure you want to be friends? Are you sure okay with this? And she's like, yeah, this is fine. It's cool. She talks to me. We talk about her shit. Sometimes she loops on stream. Sometimes she talks about her fucking loops. Like, yeah, that's fine. But that's why she won't go public. Is because she's literally told you, and I know she's told you this. And she told me this. Like, yeah, I still want to be friends with you. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. I don't really care that much. That's fine. That's cool. If you got a problem, she loops. Sometimes she talks to me about it, and then that's it.
Okay.
You've built your entire narrative on this one story. And again, to repeat, I'm going to ask you for the third time. Hold on.
What entire narrative?
This entire narrative that I'm like abusing women sexually. But I'm going to ask you again. Have I said anything bad about her over the past year? I've said in the past things were bad, but this whole year...
I have seen the logs, dude. I have seen her asking you, hey, why are you calling me a stalker on stream? What's going on? Why is this happening?
When she gets into her loops, but I don't call her a stalker. I said she used to.
And then within two more lines, you're saying you're sending her videos.
It depends. Our conversations move back and forth, sure.
Okay, so...
Hold on. Have you seen any of the conversation? Wait, let me ask. Have you seen the conversation about like, hey, do you want to be friends? Do you not want to be friends? Do you want to do this? But like, yeah, we've had plenty of conversations, and you can go and ask her where, hey, have you... Hold on, hold on, because I know the narrative you're trying to sell, where she's explicitly saying...
What narrative am I trying to sell? What did I say?
That I'm like, that I'm keeping her on like some weird, like, sexually abusive string. When I've asked her plenty of times, like, do you still want to talk? Do you want to do whatever? And she's like, yeah, sure. I'm like, okay, well, as long as you want to, sure, that's fine. But I haven't shit talked her on stream. Sometimes she loops on her stream about me. I don't respond to it on my stream, and I say everything's cool, like we're pretty chill, and then boom, that's it.
Well, the narrative I have is that while she...
Yeah, Destiny, you got a lot of guts to keep fucking around with this girl when she's like, he even says himself, again, like, Destiny's not doing anything wrong. It's all consensual and everybody's, like, comfortable with it. It's fine, dude, right? But, like, Destiny, you know, guys always talk about this rule of don't stick your dick in crazy, you know, and everybody makes a mistake at least once. Even I made the mistake of, like, you know, back when I was young, before I met my wife, you know, I had my fun when I was young, and then I settled down with my wife, but, yeah, you know, I made that mistake, too, being with a crazy girl. My crazy girl was really crazy, because, like, we broke up, and then she, like, stalked the next girl. I had to break up with the next girl so that the crazy girl would stop stalking her. It was nuts. Anyway, yeah, like, most guys, when they're with the crazy girl, they don't go back to the crazy girl, and he is, like, dude, she must be really good in bed or something for him to, like, risk dealing with that bullshit again. You know what I mean? She must be really fucking good in bed or something.
She is getting publicly dogpiled by your community and is labeled as a stalker.
Why is she getting publicly dogpiled by my community?
And she's labeled as a crazy person and a stalker that no one is allowed to talk about. And that Lav even mentioning her to you made you threaten to cut Lav off permanently.
Why is she considered a crazy person in my community?
That's not I'm not answering that question. That's not what I'm talking about.
It is. It's important because you're blaming it implicitly on me. Me and Anna have talked about this before.
It is a fact.
I think if he stopped the friendship and flirting, Anna would go absolutely insane all over again, because that is why she went crazy in the first place. Yeah, true.
Listen, it doesn't matter, Max. It matters where the facts come from. So something that Anna...
It is a fact that Anna is labeled as a stalker in your community.
Okay, hold on. I'm muting you for a second, okay? So... what's happened is when Anna goes live on her stream, and then she starts looping, that gets attention on places like Kiwi Farms. Oh, he left. Okay. Easy. Boom.
That was funny. The way he's trying to, like, explain his position to Mr. Girl, and then Mr. Girl just, like, leaves the call, and he's like, oh, well, that was easy. Boom. Bro. That's fucking Giga Chat move right there, dude. Well, fuck you then. I don't care.
Interrupt every time to sell a false narrative or changes fucking lives to manipulate. There was like a point in time where it was almost the case that like Anna publicly had like redeemed herself. Like we were on like a panel, everything was chill, everything was cool, and then she like and then she just keeps looping. But you just wanted to drop that bomb and leave? True.
I mean, it really did come off that way. It really did come off that way.
He's trying to contact to flip against me.
That's so weird. I'll never understand that. Because, you know, I recently dealt with that with someone. Like I said, I'm not going to name the person. They're fucking Voldemort in this community. We don't talk about them anymore. But I recently dealt with that with a person, and this isn't even the first person I've dealt with that with. Like, other people have tried to pull this shit too. Like, I remember when the DM leak thing would happen with me and AP. There were several people in the detractor communities that don't like me. I hate to say detractor community because it's really cringe. It sounds like a very DSP thing to say, but I don't know what else to call them. But anyway, there were several people in these detractor communities that don't like me that were reaching out to like other girls that I've publicly interacted with, and they were trying to like find dirt of like, oh, was Tipster creepy with you too, and all this like stupid shit. Like I know I won't single them out, but there's somebody in the chat that people literally reached out to them and told them like, hey, was Tipster creepy to you too? Did he ever like ask you for nudes? Keep in mind, when the DM leak happened, there is no examples whatsoever of me ever asking anyone for nudes or sending that person nudes. But they started asking like, did Tipster ever ask you for nudes? Or did Tipster ever send you nudes? Like, this is the most bizarre thing ever. Like, I hate you so much that I'm going to dig into people that you've interacted with to try and get dirt on you. Like, I don't know, some people take this like internet shit way too fucking seriously, man. Like, holy shit, that's not normal behavior. That is not normal behavior.
Jesus. He literally does not know that everyone saw the entire history of Anna. Yeah, the problem is that he thinks that she has a bad reputation in my community because of me, but that's not the case. Like, I literally banned all mentions of like talking to her loops, reacting to her loops, or anything like that. Yeah, for the most part, like, we didn't talk about her except for whenever she would go like on her like crazy loops or whatever.
Like, something in the chat says Tipster has never asked or sent nudes to me. This is true. I have never asked Leia something for nudes or sent her nudes. Which is very difficult because she's extremely hot.
Stop being horny.
Hey, I'm just spitting facts, alright? Judge me all you want.
I'm trying to think of what should read any of the This was some of the messages that he was sending to other people.
Sarver in the chat says he just asked for respect on his name. True! Listen, respect on my name. True.
Anna gives me permission. I can prove that almost everything Destiny said about her is a lie. He's mentioned to people, I have to move fast because Steven is going full attack mode on me. When I haven't attacked him at all on stream ever. I think he's just mad because I'm reacting to his videos where he's talking to Lab about me. Oh, this is where he paints out the, this is the Destiny pattern. 1, bring a...
Leia something in the chat says thanks. Oh, man. Shout out to Leia something. She's the homegirl.
Do I make you horny, baby?
Female orbiter. 2, f her. 3, trash her with the community. And 4, discard her. I would like to stop this from happening, but I don't think I can do it unless Anna is willing to come forward.
Honor in the fatherland.
Ping pong Tipster's creepy to girls. Jesus. That's funny. Because there are people that take clips like that and they try to make it into a thing about me being creepy or whatever the fuck. Meanwhile, like, anybody I interact with like that, there's someone that I consider like a friend, right? And there are also people that are, because here's the thing, like, I have some friends that are comfortable with those kind of jokes, right? And then I have other friends that they are comfortable with that sort of thing. So here's the thing. The ones that aren't comfortable with those kind of jokes, I don't make those kind of jokes to them. The ones that are, the ones that are, I do.
I gave the crystal to their commander.
Okay? So, like, what's the issue? What's creepy about that, you know? You're respecting the boundaries of your friends. You know what I'm saying? The ones that aren't comfortable with those kind of jokes, I don't make those jokes to them, and the ones that are, I do. It's really not that difficult. But for some reason, people on the internet want to make that creepy. I don't get it. It just seems like a bunch of prudes to me that just want to make drama out of anything. So.
Oh, it was
either that or they'll see me make a harmless compliment to someone, whether it's male or female, and they'll try to turn that into being creepy. You know, like, if you're complimenting someone, you must want to fuck them. You know what I mean? It's, I don't know, it's just weird. I think it's terminally online people that don't understand how actual, like, social interactions work. Like, you can compliment someone and it not be weird, you know?
This message. He's starting the anti-Mr. Girl hate train pretty hardcore now. To be clear...
Yeah, Amber, it's not that hard. You don't even have to, like... You don't even have to, hey, are you comfortable with sexual jokes? It doesn't have to be like that. Like, you can literally listen to a conversation you're having with someone, and you see the kind of jokes they make, and then you're like, oh, So they must be okay with this sort of thing. And you read the room, right? You know, and if you happen to go too far and they happen to tell you, hey, you know what, I'm not really comfortable with that. Okay, my apologies, you know, I don't mean to offend you or make you upset. And you just don't do it anymore. Like, I don't know. Saggy says, Tipster did tell me I have great tits. He is a creep for that. I don't know about the creep part, but I did say that. Granted, I've never seen them. For those of you guys who don't know, it was playing into the meme of the PX Bullet thing, how PX Bullet told her she had great tits or whatever. So like, it was playing into that meme. But yeah, I told her that, even though I've never actually seen him.
I never even really said anything about...
I said you didn't say that? I'm pretty sure I did, but it was like a meme.
Him, except for reacting to the videos that he was doing with, this is exactly what Lav said. Yeah, because Max has sold this message to Lav and to Anna, and probably to Shaylin too. So like all of them are on 100% the same page when it comes to, I guess, me being this like crazy manipulative abuse.
Tipster just exposed himself. Is it really exposing though? I mean, it literally fits my character.
Or whatever. This is him. He keeps messaging all these people. He's like, I'm trying to, but none of these girls are getting back to me. Because nobody's...
Hey, at least I didn't send you videos of me jerking off like some dude who runs a certain movie review channel.
Responding to his
right?
shit. A lot of these people like are coming to me and messaging me like, hey, this guy's like messaging me, asking me weird stuff. He seems to have this idea that I'm like... Do you think he's nuking for content, or he actually believes this narrative?
At least I didn't expose myself to you like that.
No, I think that for Mr. Girl, in his mind, I think he actually believes all of this. I think that he really does believe, because in the mind of a narcissist, you're never wrong. He thinks that he's like the hero, like saving these people from the ashes or some shit.
Ping Pong in the chat says Craig Beckett, am I right? I mean, that wasn't who I was referring to, but yeah, Craig Beckett did some shit like that too, yeah. Stanley's asking, is this the same Mr. Girl that said that the girls in QDs was hot? Yes, this is that same guy, yeah.
Try to ask Live for an example of one thing they disagree on, and she paused for...
If Tipster really was a Coomer, we'd probably see his tip all over timeline. No, I'm not an idiot, alright? No, I don't take pictures of my dick and share it with people on the internet, because, unfortunately, that shit will inevitably leak. So, no. I can still be a Coomer and just not share my cock with people that are probably going to leak it.
For like a minute before going on a tangent about gender identity that she said they probably agree on but haven't talked about. Oh, Lav has been obsessed with Max for months, I think, so she'll agree to with literally with anything Max says. So, do you think he's trying to do this to coincide with the Lex podcast despite you both? I don't think it has to do with the Lex podcast. I think the subreddit stuff, like, his mind, like, really hard. Lab on her stream said she thinks it's hypocritical for you to call Max a narcissist. That's because she probably doesn't know what a narcissist is. I don't think Lab has very much people experience in general.
It's true, this Lab person, this Lab chick, like, look into her sometime, guys. This Lab chick is really fucking stupid.
Which is probably one of the reasons why she's so easy to manipulate.
Magic eraser. It's a game changer, and I'll tell you why. I use my finger, and in 4 seconds I click erase. Amazing. My name is Jesse, and I have a Google Pixel.
Is that gonna fit everyone?
Easily. 12 customers total.
Welcome to Hawthorne.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video. And what I wanted to do in this video is do an analysis of the events that occurred between DSP and Snow Carl during yesterday's podcast, where our boy Snow Carl decided to tip Phil and actually level some heavy criticism on Phil's choice of gameplay. And I know that Snow Carl probably did it just to kind of get a rise out of DSP and troll him a little But what he actually stated was a pretty decent comment, and I think he offered a good suggestion. Maybe he could have couched it a different way. Maybe DSP wouldn't have been such an ass to Snow Carl. But one thing I do notice is that Phil always asks people for feedback. He asks people for comments. He asks people for suggestions. But if anyone actually offers a suggestion or feedback that's negative or counter to his beliefs, he craps all over the person. And that's what he did with Snow Carl, even though what Snow Carl said was actually accurate. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to take a look at the interaction between Phil and Snow Carl. And then I wanted to show some video highlighting how I believe that Snow Carl is actually 100% correct with his opinion. So let's get into the video.
Hello everybody, it's Dark Side Phil. I need that money to pay my bills, the electric bill, the internet bill, stupid fucking trolls, man. I just want to chill. I rock back and forth on the y-axis, hit me, so I could catch up on back.
He named himself after Finkelneck. Good for you. Anyway, no, I'm not doing the toxic content, okay? Let them do it on their own shit. And keep it over there and keep it off of the SP game. Let's continue.
Okay, here's the tip.
Alright, so Snow Carl is here. He's tipping $1 because everyone loved your other videos because you weren't pussyfooting around and challenged yourself. You playing on easy is part of why no one watches God of War. No, because I'm not playing on easy, and if you ever say that shit again, which is blatant misrepresentation of the facts, I am going to treat you appropriately. Alright? No, you don't get just to say it because you tip me $1. Make something up. I'm not playing on easy. I'm playing on the intended difficulty, the default difficulty the game developers put into the game. And if you have a problem with that, you can go watch someone else who cares about the size of their e-penis and wants to challenge themselves in their first run of the game. Personally, I know the game's so long. I want to be able to get through it in a reasonable amount of time. I don't want to be dying constantly and having this be a full long playthrough. Because then everyone would just complain and say that it's too long and too lengthy and why did you do that? So that's what I'm doing. You should cut the bullshit and stop making shit up because you like to cater to fucking my detractors. I'm not stupid still, Carl. I know what you're doing. You do it every time, pretty much now. You're always bringing this kind of toxic shit up, and I don't appreciate it. Okay. Then he did another document. He said, suggestions on what games to play. I think you should refrain from playing games like Sonic or a princess game. Sonic or a princess game that might have 1 to 2 guys supporting it. It harms viewership. If the streams only have 150 people tuning in, no one talks. Alright, I'm just gonna ignore it from now on. The princess game. Okay. Alright, Snow Carl, thanks for nothing. Thanks for the $2 in nonsense, and I'm not even answering your dumb shit. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, dude, fucking, you guys... The sad fact is, Snow Carl has a very intelligent brain in his head. He just chooses not to use it. He just, he'd rather pretend like it's funny to joke about the things I do on the streams, to bite into detractor memes and shit. He thinks I'm dumb.
Okay, yeah, you guys saw the video already. But essentially, what Snow Carl did was point out the fact that he continues to play these boring games, just like Disney Light Valley, whatever it's called. And that's the princess game he was referring to. I guess Phil got bent out of shape that someone would actually reference that game as a princess game. And let's be honest, that Disney Valley game is a bit of a childish or younger female base. That seems to be the intended audience for that game. And he was correct when he stated that chat is quiet, less people come to view it, and, less people support it. Everything he said was accurate, based off of Phil's own words, where he talks about the Dreamlight Valley streams. And he talked about support is waning. The last Disney Valley stream, he started chastising the Dents because they weren't talking. Remember that? Remember that, Phil? Okay, so it seems like every point that Snow Carl mentioned in his tip or super chat or whatever it was 100 spot on, was 100% correct. So let's go see what happened. So last night, our boy Phil played the Disney Princess game that Snow Carl has now labeled it. So let's call it the Princess game. And what ended up happening is he had about 103 people watching. was near the beginning. But if you scroll through the video itself, right, you see that he maxed out at about 227. And then, of course, it significantly dropped. I mean, it got down to, I think near the end, it was under 100 or so. You know, it was down 100 or so. It was down pretty low. So if you look at the grand total here, you see that he made $28 in his stream. $28. And sure enough, one whale came in and dropped a super chat, an $11 super chat. So if it wasn't for that one whale, Sirius 7, who I believe is now the new fake 1 Minute Man, he would have panned out at around $16, $17. So in total, I believe he received 3 tips in total yesterday. That's all he received. He received 3 tips. So again, what Phil stated was that viewership would be low, support would be slow, only a couple people would support the stream, and the chat would be dead. It would be simply dead. It would, because the only one talking was Derek. Derek and DSP the whole night. Because Derek apparently loves this stream and was telling Phil all of the secrets. So, yeah, I know our boy DSP loves to shit all over Snow Carl, but again, you know, it all goes back to what I've said, that DSP isn't serious. He's not a serious person. He's not serious about improving his business, his streams, you know, being a better content creator. Better content creator. He's not. Because if he was, he would take some of this criticism seriously and really take a look at what they mean. Regardless of whether it's from a detractor or whatever the source is, you have to look at the actual comment itself. And regardless of whether Snowpaw was trolling or not, he was spot on. He basically called out the stream, which was this stream. He said that viewership would be low, which happened here. He talked about support, which would be low. That happened here. And he talked about that two or three different would just, you know, basically hold up the support, the money, which is what happened. 3 people tipped. That was it. So what Snowcar actually said was 100% accurate. Really listen to what some of his supporters, even though, you know, Snowcar is kind of on that boundary there, he still comes on stream, he still supports him, he gives him, you know, anywhere between $2 and $5 a stream. If you add that up, you know, throughout a year, it's some good money. It's not like he's not giving any money. I think when I looked at Pieces tip tracker, I think for the year he ended up giving him close to $600, which isn't bad. You know, that's someone that actually supports content. So, you know, just to basically, you know, recap what I just said here, that I really think that's 100% accurate. And Phil really needs to swallow his pride if he really wants to turn this around, which I don't think he does. I think he's come to the acceptance, like I stated earlier. He's hitting the 5 stages of grief, and he's come to acceptance that his channel is now dead, and he is just now holding which is in
1 down, 1,198 to go.
It's an Aldi thing.
27 years before our boy Phil retired, so yeah, good luck with that, Phil. Anyway, big up to Snowcar again for actually dropping some truths from DSP, and sadly he won't put me on. I mean, so one thing he might do is he may not read it. I think that's one of the slow for the last 7 streams. Once he's done start criticizing them, complaining things, he gets upset, and so I think, you know, we'll no longer see the perfect again on his streams. So, anyway, big ups to Snow Carl. Can't wait what he has to say today on BSP's podcast. Should be interesting. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.
All right, we finally found it. Thank you so much for sending it to me. All right, so this is the video. I guess there's a guy who's been, I mean, I don't know how else to say it. I guess the guy's been kind of stalking the girl. Let's see what we got here. So it says, men are afraid that women will laugh at them. Women are afraid that men will nay-nay them. Sorry, just censoring it. Margaret Atwood. He thought he could stalk her straight. Okay, why would you put her name? Whatever. Good job.
the Cracker Barrel, and I was going to play a song for a woman that I kind of like. And I got there.
Well, the first thing we know is that she's white. She's at Cracker Barrel. So, first question answered. All right, that's why we care so much. I'm just kidding. It's a little joke.
And
I mean, she probably is white. I don't know. Well, Cracker Barrel's good. I heard a black woman joke about how Waffle House is their Cracker Barrel. I don't know. All right, anyway.
Saw me and she immediately pulled away. And I wasn't forcing her to listen or anything, you know. I just wanted to play the song for her, you know, give her her own choice if she wanted to be with me, you know.
Does she know you?
Yeah, I worked with her there for like 5-6 months.
You don't have a relationship?
No, we were talking a little bit, but it never really got serious.
Okay.
But anyways, I pulled up there, and I was in the other parking lot, and I saw her get in her car, and I was like, oh, shoot, it's my moment. So I pulled up there next to her, and she pulled away from me, and so I chased her a little bit, just because, I don't know, women are crazy. Like, I felt like she, like, wanted me to chase her.
Do you not think chasing somebody's crazy?
This has to be like a troll, right? This guy's this is like if he like those words that he literally just said.
Pulled up there next to her, and she pulled away from me, and so I chased her a little bit, just because, I don't know, women are crazy. Like, I felt like she, like, wanted me to chase her.
Do you not think chasing?
I chased her a little bit because I think she wanted me to chase her. What?
Is somebody's crazy?
Well, it's just like, I only went like a couple walks down the street.
Just saying, don't you think chasing somebody's crazy when they're obviously going to
Well, I had my song playing, and I wanted to, like, her to hear it, maybe.
Apparently she didn't want to hear it, right? So what else happened? Let's go.
Well, anyways, her father called me up, and he made some threats to me and to my life, and so I just want to have his name on file.
Hey, I don't blame the father, by the way. Not at all. Good father. Threatened his life. I'm not trying to be rude, but, like, I doubt that the threat was probably, if you go near my daughter again, I'll, you know. Okay, so then, like, it's very clearly communicated not to go near his daughter. Very cool. To just stay away from the daughter, and you won't have any fucking problems.
What did he say to you?
I think he said he's gonna stab me. Like,
yeah, I would too.
But he's like cussing at me.
He said that.
He says, I'm gonna do something to you. I swear I do something to you.
For chasing your daughter?
Yeah, but it wasn't chasing. It was like going down a couple streets. Like, that's like fun to women. Like, women like that. They're a little bit of excitement.
No, they don't.
Well,
They don't like to be said.
What about, like,
if I was a porn, I'd probably tell you the same thing.
What about, like, BDSM porn, where women like to have rape fantasies?
This guy has to be. There's no. This is first of all. If this, bro, I'm flabbergasted by what this guy's saying, because what he's saying is insane. First of all, this guy this guy has some kind of intellectual or developmental disability. To be honest with you, if he's first of all, if he's not kidding, let's not diminish this. I don't want to be like, oh, he must be kidding. It's just so crazy that he said this. The reason I say that is because he definitely just doesn't understand life or society. Like, to say that he thinks that it's okay to chase a woman down if she's not interested. Listen, if he just cringily strolled up and saw a girl he liked and sang a song for her, or tried to, whatever, that's one thing. But then he chases her and then starts talking about, like, porn. Yeah, listen, a lot of people, a lot of women, a lot of men have, like, that type of fantasy, an SA fantasy. It's a fantasy. When they like to enact it, it is in a controlled, consensual environment. Okay, the whole it's crazy. Okay, so like this is you can't it's like, that's why it's called CNC. It's consensual non-consent. This is crazy.
Well, who knows? What most women do like having.
It doesn't matter if she has it or not. It doesn't change a singular fucking thing about the situation.
Having rape fantasies.
Do you think she does?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. It's fantasy.
No.
Well,
so what do you want us to do?
Well, I just want you to get his name on file, just in case he does do anything to me. I know his daughter's name.
A letter.
What do you know his name?
I know her name. I don't know his name. He called me from a restricted phone number.
Startling bouquet.
Here's my suggestion.
Must try it.
Leave her alone.
But afterwards, please place.
Well, this is one song I made, and this was a final chance I was going to have.
Here's my chance. Here's my advice. It's
More
over.
series.
Leave her alone.
Okay.
Fathers will hurt you over their daughters.
True. Yeah, but that's the thing, is she needs to have her own free will, man. You don't understand.
Does. Oh my God.
I'm a man myself, bro, and I have needs myself.
She's choosing her free will by telling her daddy what happened to you. And
What does this guy look like? I'm just curious.
You stay away from her because he will hurt you probably.
She's being controlled by him.
That's fine. That's fine. That's her choice, right? Free choice, free will.
I think she should go do porn.
Okay, you need to leave.
It's legal.
You need to leave.
What? There's no way. What?
What?
We're not doing anything. You need to leave.
I'm having a discussion on it.
I'm having a discussion telling you to leave.
Are you threatening me with
I'm not
arrest?
threatening you. I'm telling you to leave.
This is a public property.
What you can stay if you want.
If you do that on public property, I'll leave.
And why is his finger slowly consuming the screen?
You're free to do whatever you want to right here, but we're not doing anything else. I'm just giving you advice because brother doesn't want to talk to you.
Yeah, but there's something twisted about that.
There's something twisted about the way you think.
Very true.
I'm just gonna let her make her own choice after the song.
Well, she's made her choice.
After this song. Listen, if somebody walks away from you, they probably don't want to talk to you. Okay, so.
And I just don't think she had a reasonable opportunity to make a choice because I'm gonna blow up and I'm gonna be a famous DJ and I'm gonna be like.
How old is she?
2 years older than me. 27.
How much?
27?
I'll speak with her. Is she working today?
I think so.
You ain't heard from her?
But I can't stop recording the video.
That's okay. I'll go buy her a job. She works fair, right?
Correct.
We're holiday ready with fast and reliable delivery serving every address in America. USPS.
All right.
We're holiday ready with fast and reliable delivery serving every address in America. USPS.
Do you feel like being Ninja Warrior? I thought we could go through one of
12 ads later, right?
Yeah.
Right.
This guy might be like a fucking sociopath or something. Like, is he like? I don't understand.
Oh shit. You know what? Lindsay's dad. I hope you see this fucking video. You know what happens when women don't ever, come to terms with themselves?
What does that mean?
Bad shit happens.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Something,
Bro, this young woman might end up dead. And I'm not even kidding. Like, this is insane the way that he's talking. And this is the problem. And I get it, innocent until proven guilty, whatever. But this guy with that line was fucking unhinged.
Come to terms with themselves. Bad shit happens.
If women don't come to terms with themselves, bad shit happens. It sounds like that to me. Maybe this is a little bit of a stretch. Sounds like a fucking rape threat.
And lumps of a substance dipped in wyvern oil.
And there's nothing we can do about it, because right now it's just harassment. So all she can really do is file a restraining order.
Wyvern oil.
I don't know. Something, the cops want to deny
You must fight.
me trying to get her to be straight. Something is wrong about that. I don't see why these traditional-ass motherfuckers think they can speak shit whenever it's this woke, belligerent LGBT shit that has her. Right now.
Wait, what? She's not even fucking straight. She's not even attracted to men? Is that what she's... What?
What's wrong about that? I don't see why these...
No, just...
me trying to get her to be straight.
How does this get worse? So it's a girl that's not interested in him at all, and she's gay in some capacity. She couldn't even be sexually attracted to this guy. And he's desperate to convert her. This is actually scary. They live in a state where people, where the father can have a gun, or the mother, the girl as well. Hopefully they are able to have, because holy fuck, this is psychotic.
Something is wrong about that. I don't see why these traditional-ass motherfuckers think they can speak shit whenever it's this woke, belligerent LGBT shit that has her right now. And her father is controlling the bullshit.
Her father's making her gay? What?
I just don't see it. I'm older than her fucking father. Well, that's how I feel right now. I've lived this life.
You're 25.
I've been the greatest. I've been down and I've been about. I don't know where this is going, but fucking snakes, man. She was gonna lure me into a trap.
What?
Whenever I was gonna go, play a song for her. It's just how it is. But shout out to all my bros. I know that.
What bros?
My dudes. I'm really getting depressed recently, you guys.
Okay.
I feel like.
Oh no.
There's not faith in humanity.
Dude, this guy's gonna kill somebody. I'm not even kidding. This guy's gonna kill somebody. Holy shit.
Getting depressed recently, you guys.
Getting depressed recently.
I feel like.
What do you suggest?
Take the shackles.
There's not faith in humanity.
Dude, this guy is an actual threat to society. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm not being exaggeratory. I'm not doing anything. This guy will kill somebody. Holy fuck.
What is saying no?
Update, apparently.
Have you ever heard the song Baby It's Cold Outside?
Probably.
He's like saying, she's saying no, I'm saying yes, and they're just playing this game.
But that's for the judge to decide, not me, okay?
I fucking pray to God that I wish it was for him to decide with a fucking gun. I'm not trying to be rude, but holy fuck, this guy's gonna kill her.
It's just the way it is, and lots of people stood up for that song, so
Alright, well, you're an idiot. Holy fuck, dude. Holy shit. He's been arrested. He's in Tennessee. Subject in custody following social media threats. Let's see. Launched an investigation. Jacob Yerkes regarding threats he was making towards a former coworker. During the investigation, it was determined that Mr. Yerkes was making unsolicited contact with a coworker. It was further found that he was posting on several social media sites, including YouTube, making threats of violence. These social media threats garnished national attention that led to the the sheriff's office becoming involved, as well as the FBI. Investigation, joint terrorism. Jesus, joint terrorism. I don't blame him for going this hard. This dude's a school shooter. I'm not fucking around, dude. Today, the Lenore City Police Department and London County Sheriff's Office were able to successfully take Mr. Yates into custody on charges of aggravated stalking and harassment. This is an ongoing investigation, and more charges are possible. There is no additional threat to the public at this time. Honestly, thank God. We want to thank the agencies involved for their continuous effort. Thank God, dude. Dude, that's scary. If I was that father and the police didn't arrest him, I would take matters into my own hands. I wouldn't care. Are you kidding? That's crazy. That guy's gonna hurt her. Wow. He needs to like go to a facility, dude. He posted a manifesto on YouTube. What? That's crazy, dude. He needs to go to a mental facility. Holy.
Still, you're damn.
Down, I shall pay.
That's nuts.
Well, you turned in your...
Yeah, I've plowed trees. But what does it matter if you're paying gold for her head?
Let's see. People are telling me that Voice Critical has his song. I guess we could listen to that really quick. Lucky us, huh?
Perhaps we can deal after
Together.
all.
This is just like the thing. I wonder where the song comes into play.
But I wager you won't share.
I guess he doesn't have the song. I don't know. It's not that interesting to me.
Going down there.
We're making those choices to fuck. Yeah, man. Shit's fucked. Thank God the police did something about it. Because that's unhinged, bro. That is unhinged.
I want Papa God to pee on my face, but just as a friend. There's nothing weird about that. I want him to pee on my face.
Wednesday's morally instructive spectacle.
This is Pixel. It's a phone from Google, but it's not just any phone. It's what you want in a phone. It's fast, smart, and secure. And Pixel is...
Perhaps we can agree different terms. But first, let's see how Miss Marigold fares it. It's grown suspiciously quiet in there. Come.
here's what I'm going to do. All right, this is what I've been trying to do recently. You know, try not to bring up, you know, money. Try not to do what people consider e-begging. I've been trying to cut down on that dramatically and just let the streams be what they are. You know, I'll mention the goals. I'll bring it up if, you know, it's something that we're near, like, oh, we're about to hit a goal or whatever. But outside of that, I just let it be and I don't harp on it, right? Now we got someone who just gave me advice. They said, if anyone tries to goad you into talking about those fucking memes, just ignore them completely.
You can ignore us. We're doing cool things, better things than you ever do. You can't ignore us because it keeps you up at night. I love it.
But I'm literally going to take this advice. And
you're not.
If I do it, you call me out. I'm officially stating this to the internet. If you see me falling back into those bad practices, call me out and say, you're doing it, Phil, please relax.
You know, you're a stack of shit. So if I say that, it means nothing. You want to hear it from... I have no idea who you want to hear it from. I'm just going to go like, Phil, relax. Okay. Because if I say it, I'm a meanie. You deadhead?
Maybe. Saw manga bird.
Could have been something.
So there's no.
Eric, I don't know.
And that's exactly how you should say. Phil, please relax. And if you say relax, I probably will relax.
You won't. Oh.
Because when you say stuff like that, then I realize I'm getting too worked up about bullshit. I'm like, you know what? They're right. Relax. There's nothing important here. And I will, and I'll calm down. But I need your help. Because again...
We all need some help. Hello. I need help.
I'm just a flawed human, and I need help to realize when I'm one direction or whatever. As you can see, we're at $35 in tips with still 2 hours of gameplay to go. You know, it'd be great if we could hit the hat goal today, because that would be a Sonic hat, which I almost never wear. You guys demanded I bring it back for this playthrough. So I'm wearing my Sonic shirt. I'm ready with the Sonic hat. If we get $100 in tips, it'd be great if we could do that. Of course, the sooner the better, so you get the Sonic hat for a long.
The sooner the better. The sooner the better.
Right?
Do something else with your worthless peon life. You literally serve this planet zero purpose. You're sucking up ozone. You're sucking up oxygen. What else is new? Sucking up. Yeah. Ozone. Yeah. As one person would say. All right.
Not another lucky day.
He says, you're one person. You're fucking up. You know what? Oh, wait. Just a tiny bit. Alright. Howdy. Give me that.
Alright, so Snow Carl is here. He's tipped me $1. He says, everyone loved your other videos because you weren't pussyfooting around and challenge yourself. You playing on easy is part of why no one watches God of...
No, not your fucking Elden Ring streams because you pussyfoot around. They watched you to see how bad you would do. And boy, we were right.
No, because I'm not playing on easy. And if you ever say that shit again, which is blatant misrepresentation of the facts, I am going to...
So if we dragged you and powerbombed you... Yes, we just started about 4 minutes 50. Bill, if we just powerbombed you literally on the concrete that said facts, you would think we lied. You fucking asshole. Like, I don't think you know what the facts are. Even if it's staring you in the face and we're pounding you into the ground for you. I mean, fact, you play WWE champions every day and spend hundreds of dollars on it. Fact, you beg children for said money for WWE champions on top of the money you already get. Fact, you make that fact. Those are facts. You would refute all of them.
Treat you appropriately, all right? No, you don't get just to sit here because you tip me $1. Make something up. I'm not playing on easy. I'm playing on the intended difficulty, the default difficulty the game developers put into the game. And if you have a problem with that, you can go watch someone else who cares about the size of their e-peanut.
Really, these days, if a Apex won the lotto, they're going to give him like what, $3,000? He'll be happy with that. Oh no, it's this motherfucking heartbeat. So, I sit there.
The game, and if you have a problem with that, you can go watch someone else who cares about the size of their e-penis and challenge themselves in their first run at the game.
Their e-penis. Oh, you know, Phil, there's a site for that. But you don't like that site because Rich takes off his shirt. You're weird. Penis. Nah, how about people are really good at it? And they show off things about it. Nah.
Personally, I know the game's so long, I want to be able to get through it in a reasonable amount of time.
No. The game is so long you want to milk it for all the money it's worth. That's why you didn't play it again.
I don't want to be dying constantly and having this be a 4-month-long playthrough, because then everyone would just complain and say that it's too long and too lengthy, and why did he do that? So
it's too long, too lengthy, and why did he do that? You're subscribing a penis.
I know what I'm doing.
No, you're not. That's funny. You know what you're doing? I don't think in the 14 years you know zilch about what you're doing.
You should cut the bullshit and stop making shit up because you like to cater to fucking my detractors. I'm not stupid, Snow Carl. I know what.
Yeah, cater to us. No, he's like, this dude's getting defensive. Defense mode activated. This bit is literally going like, you're catering to my detractors. Aw, Phil, are you sad that dude, he got 1.3 million more views than you? Is that it? That actual detractors are getting more views than you are. Is that it? And you're over here trying to be Mr. Big Man ego trip. That isn't it. It's that, isn't it? Yeah.
What you're doing, you do it every time, pretty much now. You're always bringing this kind of toxic shit up, and I don't appreciate it. Okay, here's another $1. He says, suggestions on what games to play. I think you should refrain from playing games like Sonic or a princess game.
What a princess game, you know, like, I was going to say Animal Crossing, but it's not.
Sonic or a princess game that might have 1 to 2 guys supporting it. It harms viewership. If the streams only have...
Everything you do, Phil, harms viewership. Doesn't matter if you're playing a princess game or what, it harms viewership.
150 people tuning in, no one talk. Alright, I'm just gonna ignore it.
No one's talking because, one, DSP has them by the throat and literally demands that they talk. Like, and I mean demands that they talk about the game and him. It's just him confirming it to himself about the okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, like, or the other one, right? Yeah, he does. He says okay a lot. Okay, right? Yeah.
From now on. The princess game. Okay. Alright, so Carl, thanks for nothing. Thanks for the $2 in nonsense, and I'm not even answering your dumb shit.
What? Yusuf Bull. And Snow Carl just takes it. And for anyone out there that thinks that this dude, they're scared of this dude in a gated community is beyond me. This dude is trash.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, dude, fucking, you gotta... The sad fact is, Snowcrawl has a very intelligent brain in his head. He just chooses not to use it.
You know, when DSP says shit like this, when he says like, oh yeah, when he says shit like that, he goes like, Snowcrawl has a very intelligent brain, does he? Does he? I mean, you're the one putting him down. Not us, Phil. You're the one that's putting him down.
He just, you know, he'd rather pretend like it's funny to joke about the things I do on the streams, to bite into detractor memes and shit. He thinks I'm dumb. Like, how dumb do you think I really am? Do you not think that I know that you're watching their content, that you're probably in one of their streams right now?
Oh, you mad because he's watching one of our streams, Phil? We are better at this. He'll hate his fans and his supporters, King of Hate. Yes, he does. And he's always like this. He always hated people watching detractor streams. Phil, what alternative do you give them? Hot wings, what do you give them?
Oh!
Let's do it. No, not that one.
Alright, so. There's Jeffrey Bear. You sons of bitches. The fuck did you just say? You know what? You want to fuck around? Here, we'll fuck around. Look, they tried to teleport. It didn't work. They're on fire. They can't teleport.
Yeah. No, he's playing Dreamlight Valley because it's easy. He just did it for himself with this.
What we're gonna do is maybe that day when John Rambo came over to do a playthrough of X-Men, like Age of Apocalypse or whatever it was on PS2.
Oh God!
I handed him a giant bouquet of roses and daffodils and tulips.
I thought they were kidding when they said that DSP gave John Rambo a bouquet of flowers. Are you fucking? He's inseparable, but that's hilarious. I'm coming over here. That makes you nervous. Well, thanks, Phil. This means a lot. Well, why?
Maybe he was weirded out by that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah. Creeped out? Are these flowers? Are these considered... I think these are considered...
The princess game.
He's here.
The princess game. He got... I mean, he's running around and...
I'm talking to him. A big one, you know. It's like this big. It's like,
oh my God.
Here's some flowers to say how much I appreciate you.
You know who never got a bouquet of flowers? Probably would eat them. Your wife. Flowers, but this motherfucker doesn't get dead. This avatar is
there you go.
Well, that was fun. I just changed the preset. I think I overloaded the encoder. I overloaded the encoder, so I switched it to a faster preset. It happens. God of War's bullshit. this is just basically a cash grab. I mean, this is nothing content. I mean, this is fucking nothing yes, we back. I changed the settings so it doesn't go stupid. Yeah, but this is just literally in your face, like, watch this. This is literal grass grow. He's literally going, la 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 la. The fuck is this?
Oh, let's see.
I'm playing Princess game, thinking about Rambo giving him dandelions and daffodils and shit. I wonder sometimes that what would old Phil think about Phil from the future?
La la la. This boys. Yeah. Stephanie has been a $2 super chat. Thank you, Stephanie. My bad. Thank you for telling me that I missed it. Yeah, I did not see it. You're absolutely correct.
I think, I don't know why it's this last super chat top tip. It should say, you should get rid of top tip, but whatever, you're not, because it encourages people.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Who wastes people's time, like always? You ain't wasting anyone's time. You ain't doing it right?
All right. Let's go make a decay, shall we?
And I'm talking more than about your gameplay footage than you are, you bitch. And then this motherfucker.
Like a single veggie. Here, we'll do one. What about one tomato work? Let's find out. Inventory is full.
Inventory is full.
Hold on a second. Here. Store those.
Oh, I like that idea. Bioshock Infinite style.
Need it all.
Larry B.
I guess the one corn you can put away. I don't need these right now. There. Nope. That became tomato soup. That didn't work. 70 says, I will miss the Disney Dreamlight Valley. Me too, but don't worry, it will come back. It's not going away forever. It's only a temporary goodbye. What about a piece of okra? No, I got okra soup. Every kind of soup, but what I wanted. What about just carrot?
Carrot soup.
Okay, I got my food to test. About time.
Yeah, he's playing Disney Princess. And being boring and shit. Sorry, it's just sometimes watching DSP, it's like you go.
Well, I'm very sad right now. I seriously am sad.
Then Derek has about classic mini ears and headband because he has one. Because of course he has one. He's a bitch.
I wanted to wear the wizard's hat, and I didn't get it. I got cheated. Wow. Anyway. Oh, let's do the mission. Hello. Feel just who I wanted to see. I've been raised away from further natural watering can. You should be able to remove the large inconvenient mushroom.
So yeah, that's him doing Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Now talking with them, and you probably brainstorm about little things to ask me with your little dollar tips. Like, how dumb do you think I am? Really?
No, sadly it's an Xbox Game Pass game. That's Animal Crossing, and he plays, and it's like a 40-year-old man is playing a dress-up game made for 14 to 18-year-old girls, or like 8 to like 18, like, you know, like streamers, like girl streamers, like people ask me to play, like, you should play the Princess game, like. I don't think I can get through it. Like, I looked at it, like, I can't do it. Like, I honestly cannot do it. you have to be okay. This is okay. Let's see this one. This is Sasquatch Screams. Oh, I forgot. It is Derek Sullivan's fantasy game. That dude's creepy. Like, okay, it's one of those things that if he just played it for like 1 or 2 streams, it'd be one thing. Alright. If he played it for 1 or 2 streams, it would be not a problem.
Thanks for the $1 tip and never read your message ever again because you're an idiot. Or at least you act like one on my streams to get attention. So I've had enough of your nonsense.
I had enough of your nonsense.
And it's not like we haven't talked about this before.
That's in the video.
You're just, goddamn, dude. At this point, I'm just not going to pay attention to you anymore. I'm just going to say thanks for the $1 tip and never read your message ever again because you're an idiot. Or at least you act like one on my streams to get attention. So I've had enough of your nonsense.
He's trying to get his boyfriend, his 3 boyfriends, OIC, Emil, and Team Ico Gamer. He's trying to get him set up all nicely to give him money. And it's fucked up because that's what his plan is. So his plan, if there is a plan, is you got Team Ico Gamer, who just got doxxed on Kiwi Farms, who is not only iced coffee, and he literally gave him all this fucking money, more money I make in a fucking month. You know, if someone gave me that kind of money, we could do some great shit. But the DSP just gets burned into the fucking he got doxxed on the farms. He is some guy that writes for Team Ico magazine in the UK. Like, he's not part of Team Ico, but he's a Sony pony. So it's not OIC where we said it was. So yeah, who likes Team Ico? But I guess they have money and stuff. I know. And the thing that's crazy about that is they're like, why him? Why this sack of shit? I mean, why this insanity? We just watched Dream Light Valley. Does that seem like $3,000 worth spent? And now that you did that, he literally is going, how high, bitch? How high? Like, literally, how high? How high can you jump, Team Ico Gamer? Well, I'm sure of it.
We need to figure out what to do with this channel. Now, by the way,
I mean, all of it's there. The LinkedIn, the Facebook. Yep. He got doxxed. The Facebook, the everything.
Even though from the
other deadhead news, oh, sorry, I forget. I was thinking Timbo Slice is now banquet price. Now you have to pay $800 a month to his bankruptcy. For what? For him? Yep. You got granted Chapter 12 bankruptcy, $800 a month. Congratulations, Timo.
Outside, you may look and say, geez, Phil's playing a new release and it doesn't even get 5,000 views anymore, right? Right. I mean, I'm not going to argue with you there. But at the same time, understand, the support on the streams is great. So, I'm not complaining. Even though the viewership has dwindled, if anything, what this is...
yeah, I wonder why the viewership has dwindled. Anyone can take a guess? Oh, wait. That's...
Alright, guys, what I think we're going to do is find Christoph. And then it will resume probably around Christmas time. So I want me to go to Skull Rock.
You're coming back.
The showing, let's be honest here, is that the people who support this channel have all...
Well, they're like, it is absolutely a thing of ridicule going bankrupt for this sack of shit.
We supported it, and everything else was just periphery views. You know what I'm saying? Like at one point, a lot of people were coming to the channel and watching the content, but they weren't supporting the content. They were just here to watch. A lot of them have gone, but the people who actually really like the content are still here and are still supporting it.
Yeah, they're supporting it because you're a cult up personality. You're an asshole. It's not even a bad game. He's just bad for it. It's not like, oh, I don't think that, like, the game is fine. But I look at it, like, from a producer standpoint, you have with a bunch of toys and shit, playing a game for, well, the target audience is, 8 to 18-year-old girls. That's really what the target audience is. Target, not the audience.
So here's Skull Rock. Try to fish out the clue.
Situation being is and all. Oh no, he's not at fault.
Psychic. Darth Gallbach is asking will I eventually try to play this during the daytime to do stuff with characters like Remy and Ursula. I think eventually, yeah. What the hell? I got his head? Statue face with a petrified head.
Why the fuck am I watching something that literally is just super... It's super. Just, I'm going to quote and say what's on the screen. No conversation, no nothing, no anything. It's just give me money.
Because I haven't seen any kind of a dip in support at all. Because you're, oh my god, the sky is falling. It looks like your overall views are down on your hot new release playthroughs. Okay, but I'm still doing just as well. So does it matter? I guess not, right? It's funny because you see these biggest YouTubers out there with their millions of views, but how many of the people who are actually doing that actually are supporting the content or care about it? And how many are...
Because they're supporting it in super chats, memberships, and in ad revenue. They're actually being watched. I know, weird. I know, Phil.
I'm just there to say I'm watching this because it's known to be popular.
Phil, people used to watch you because you're known to be checkmark on Twitch. People used to watch you because you're known checkmark on YouTube. People used to watch you because you used to be the thing that used to tell people, I am the guy, I am this, I am that. And now all of a sudden you're trying, your ego and whatever, you're trying to walk it back.
They might not even be watching because they like it. They just watch it because they know it's popular. Oh, I'm told this is popular, so I should watch it. Right? I think what happens is you get a more dedicated...
I feel like I'm watching a Sega CD game.
or invested group of viewers here on DSP Gaming because they're used to the style that I put out, they like the content I put out, and they want to support it. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the case, right, I still think we should cover major releases. Like, are you kidding me? If I could skip God of War Ragnarok, I'd be kicking myself in the ass. God of War is my favorite game of 2018. I want to play the sequel.
This is the problem with you. Yeah, Sewer Sharks, watching Sewer Sharks on Sega CD. He always has a weird crisis. I think you know what it is? And this is the thing. So, it's November. Ads are high. Ad money, ads, all that shit. That's high. So, he was expecting a boost in viewership for DSP Gaming. Like, that's what he was expecting. He was expecting, like, a wild boost in money from DSP Gaming. And boy, did he not get that. That's what he was expecting. He was expecting a, that. And he didn't get it.
Right? But at the same time, maybe this person's onto something, that with the decline of the popularity of new releases on this channel.
Yes, thank you for the 5. Don't hit him. Alright, yeah. Oh, I'm here. Well, this might sound weird, but I live in Jersey. And I deal with people like this a lot.
Larry B donated $5 through Super Chat. Thanks for staying in the trenches and watching this Gaudi Pass. I know it can't be easy on the soul.
It's not, but it's one of those things. It's like, you gotta tell the story. You gotta tell the story that people like this, they don't always win. I mean, I was talking yesterday to Ice and Jay, and it's really starting to dawn on him that his days are over. Not that, but he's not what he used to be, and he's still trying to, like, choke everyone out, going like, I still need these views. I'm like, Phil, look at the product you're putting out. It's not even conveyor belt that. It's just conveyor belt there.
Because this really is a channel for a dedicated viewer base rather than the mainstream on YouTube. And maybe I should cater to that, and I should work with that. You know what I mean?
But I don't know if my life choices are good. I didn't have a lot of choices, but it's like DSP had, what did he make, like $2.5 million? Moved out there and had more resources than we ever had. And this is what he does with it. This is what he does. It's kind of mind-blowing and sickening that now there's people literally challenging him every day. You got Meerkat coming on at 115. You got people every day literally in your box telling you to go fuck yourself. And it's one of those things, you sit back and you go like, what? And on top of that, you tell these people, don't listen to those people. Only listen to me and my shitty gameplay. Don't listen to those people. Those people are crazy and they don't have the facts. Don't listen to those people. Those people don't know what they're saying. Don't listen to those people. Those people are crazy.
What is the best solution? I think this is the discussion we need to start. I do feel that way. Like, we should start looking at things in a different way. All right? I'm never going to be...
People whose audience watches, I think he does now. I firmly believe up until last year or 2 years, he didn't. I think he's slowly starting to. Okay, I think that is what is happening.
Max a million.
I can fix that.
We're going to be an angry Joe. Because people always...
I can fix that.
Like, nah. I'm never going to be an ultra popular YouTuber who's known for covering fighting games but then branches out and does other stuff. I'm never going to be a high-end reviewer with skits and shit. People always want to tend to compare me to things that I'm not even on the same scale of.
Nope.
You know?
Not the scale. Not the scale.
I addressed that. Voice Critical compared me or brought me up in a comparison to Boogie. Boogie Do you know who Boogie is? He's a YouTuber with 4 million subscribers. He used to have 5 million. He used to put out videos that on the daily would get hundreds of thousands to millions.
And I have, like, small problems. Sorry, guys. So, here's the thing, right? Oh, I'm in the wrong layout. That's why. All right. Oh, no. I'm in the. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I'm in the wrong layout. Ain't that fun? You're like, there's different limiters for different layouts. Yes, good afternoon. Oh, Chinese sounds good right now. Oh no, it's getting there. So back to what I was saying, like, it's bothering him that his community talks about trolls and all that stuff, and everyone's upset with him about the way he's playing video games and all that stuff. Because he doesn't want to bring attention to Boogie. He wants all the attention to me and his plight. Yeah, which I will say this, lazy millennial, which he owned for the majority of 12 years. ESP owned the narrative for a lot of his career. And I mean all of it. The Twitch career, he owned his narrative because he was on top. Now he's not on top. He's slowly fading into the abyss. Like, yeah, there's us. And it's just, I'm talking about ESP Gaming itself, the channel, not who we are. Us as a community is strong. We are very strong. Him as a community is not very strong. That's your problem.
Of views, all right? This guy was exponentially more popular than me on YouTube. And then they bring me up.
Yeah, like, that's the thing, right? He does feel obscurity because, one, he liked the attention. He liked the money. He liked people who go like, oh, man, Phil, you're so amazing. You're this, you're that. Oh, we love you, Phil, and all that stuff. These days, no one's coming there and go like, we love you, Phil. We love everything you do. You're so great and magical. Oh, yeah, this is that, and that and this. You're not magical. You're an asshole. And we're going to get to a point where we have so many streams on you that these deadheads have to see it. There's no way they don't see it and go like, we support you like they did 2 years ago when you were on Twitch, or 4 years ago when you wasn't challenged like this, and there was a few of us, and now we're literally going harder because we're driving Lamborghinis and you're driving an Oldsmobile. A 1978 Oldsmobile that can't keep up to our new Lamborghinis. I drive a slightly older Lamborghini, or a Ferrari, but we're getting places faster than you. And we're better at this than you. And we're getting this shit going because of you. Yeah, what really grinds my teeth is every time Phil's back against the ropes, falling to the crest, then like magic, he appears and it's like almost like a setup. Oh yeah, a mega. Well, that was the old days, and I'm not. Look. I'm not saying that can't happen. I'm not here to go like, can a mega whale show up and save the day? Sure it can. Will it? Probably not. I don't want to say those days are over, because you never know. The most possible successful thing Phil has ever done is help create the distracted community. Yeah, he literally pushed, he became Dutch, the world's biggest asshole cloud. It inspired people to make content against him, to make a community that hates him so much. And I love all of you. You know, people go like, we are the shit. The Series 7 God appeared recently have you seen his channel? Have you seen the Series 7? Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, he probably showed up because of Gotham Knights, because of this.
Hey, Alfred, did the city records turn up anything?
They didn't. According to the city permits, there's been no mining in Gotham.
That's Alfred? What?
So it's Dirtbag Central.
With so many of Gotham's elite together, security at the masquerade will be tight. Finding out their plans first would give you an important advantage.
I'll tweak our masks to record telescopic audio.
Clean after he's finding out content to keep up the...
If we can get a good vantage point, we may be able to put some faces to...
These people, right? The Series 7s of the world. They see DSP Gaming. They see them and they go like, wow, DSP successful. You know, I do gameplay videos. I'll send them money. And maybe it won't. It won't. The answer is it won't. We'll just laugh at you harder. Yes, Sinus 7. And these people think like, oh man, he's gonna give us some sage info. You don't have any. Thanks for the money, stupid. Keep making your gameplay videos and stuff, but you know, he is the short bus of the Lost Souls.
In reference to someone like that, as if it's the same comparison. It's not at all. It never was. When people always compared me to the Angry Joes, and they compared me to, you know, other content creators, it was never...
That was before people actually challenged you like they are now. And I mean, they challenge you. No one out here is saying that you're Angry Joe anymore. People had a lot of faith in you, Phil. I don't know why. We knew you were a sack of lazy shit. But a lot of people had faith in you. A lot of big people had faith. And not only did you drop the ball and prove everyone right, you dropped the ball.
A direct comparison, it was kind of an unfair comparison that was never in scale. You know what I mean? Alright. I think like what we need to do is start being more realistic about who I am.
You're an asshole! Alexa, stop. You're an asshole. That's what you are. You're a self-absorbed baby bitch of an asshole. That's who you are. That has no friends, no future, no anything. It's a control thing. He's using we, so it seems like people are more.
Alfred at Bonte donated $3. Raven big ups to you, brother, and all in chat. We keep fighting and uniting in this district community. Damn Team Miko is a Sony pony wellhead hustler gonna laugh when he finds out.
Indeed. You're gonna get a laugh when he finds out. A lot of these stents are kind of throw money at a Norwegian prince and random foreign girl who wants money, who wants to marry them. Oh, they'll throw money at them because they're like, girl, don't talk to me. Yo, what's up, Steve guy? He says we as a mechanism, so when they go like, we did it, we did this thing, we climbed the mountain, and then he likes to say us. Look what Team Ico Gamer gifted us, but he really means him, because there's no us, because if you have a community, it's not about one person, it's about the whole. And remember, no one can ever be more than him. So when he says we, he really means him. So it's trying to convey like, oh, he was talking about us. We did it, guys. We did it. Yeah, to reinforce, yeah.
Okay, that part's
Listen,
done now. I'm surprised.
Yeah, look what we did today. Which we didn't do anything. You know, it's not like we created something together. No, you did shit, and you are shit.
The content that I put out, who watches it, and how to...
No one watches it.
You know? And I think the course here is not how to make DSP gaming hit the YouTube algorithm right, and now we get a bunch of new viewers coming in to watch the content. I don't think that's the...
Yeah. I was going to do hoodlum hours, which, you know, after I got back to the laundromat, did a few things, you know, and, you know, take care of a laundromat on the weekends. And I woke up like, man, I could, but I didn't want to do nothing on this video. And, you know, because I'm not completely blind like DSP Gaming here, I was like, you know what? We'll just do the video. I wanted to talk about it. Meerkat's coming on at 1:45 or 1:15, I think it's one. I'm like, I just wanted to talk about this part. I just wanted to talk about this part. You know, get it pushing, get it moving.
Case, I think it's more of what we need to do is find a way to cater to those who are already here, who are dedicated, and then to convince...
He is a failure, because now he actually has to work... You know, I know people don't talk about the sausage making, but being a streamer and a YouTuber, he's very lucky that people give him thousands of dollars for being garbage. I know people are like, yeah, but no, like, if you try to go out there and stream games on YouTube and all that stuff, it's hard. It's hard out there for a pimp, man. When you're trying to get this money for the rent, he's over here, he shows up, does a 90-minute podcast and goes, blah, 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 my schedule, this, I hate this, I hate you, and I hate that. Yeah, exactly, hustle and flow. As if I'm not making mixtapes from jail, am I? But yeah, that's the thing, is he never learned on the way to the top. He never learned on the way to the top. The people like the Sinkos and us, we're from the bottom going up. The elites of the world, the bottom. You know, he's not learning. He didn't learn those lessons of being a streamer, and he won't. The dog will not learn. Right, he never passed level 1, where all of us are hungry and starving, trying to get just a piece of this bone, just a piece of it. And a lot of us is getting a piece of it, finally. Because he's the one hogging all the pieces, and we're gonna take them. We're gonna take them, and we're gonna run with it.
All right.
Yeah, dude
that's
gets
gonna be the
money to
stream for now.
him.
We made a little
Gets
bit more
mommy to send him
progress.
food through the mail. $90, $90 man. Yeah, I hate how he's putting the future success of his channel on his viewers. Yeah, he's also putting future success on Team Michael Gamer to make this goal too.
So that's pretty cool. I'll see you guys next stream.